Hello, everybody. This is Alex.
This is Boshka, and I just figured out that Alex don't really care about the podcast.
No, I do. It's just I just never remember. What episode is this, Bosh?
Episode 46, and we're the Fullest Odyssey. Welcome.
Yes. Okay.
And today we are going to talk about...
Infinite Wars.
That's right, Infinity War.
Yeah. So we just finished watching it, and I thought... I don't remember watching this with Boshka, but he claims he did.
Yes, and most of the times my memory kind of fabricates itself. Or I might be like looking at the time stone and see like all this different reality. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I watched this with Alex too, and he said that he watched it before too.
I definitely watched it in theaters, but I just don't remember watching it with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
I thought you would have enjoyed this movie, but throughout when you were watching it, you thought it was kind of meh.
I don't know. It's because the whole time, rooting for Thanos the whole time.
This is his movie.
Well, I wouldn't come here watching and expecting that to be the thing. But I've watched this movie before. And truth to be told, the first time I watched it, I fell asleep a lot during watching this. Not probably because it wasn't interesting. Probably it was. I just didn't get hooked to it. And like I just was tired or something. I don't know. Whatever. I fell asleep a lot. Don't really remember exactly what happened. And now I watched it. I kind of seen everything now. And probably come to a better conclusion than it was back then. So
probably because you didn't fall asleep in this, so you probably watched more and got more context. Not only that, but seeing all the previous Marvel movies too. So
that's true. That's true.
So you probably are a little bit more invested in it now than you were before.
Yeah. I'd say so. That's the thing. Like again, for me, just overall, the movie was good, but I don't know. I don't want to felt.
What was it missing?
I don't know. Something.
It had everything.
It had everything. The action scene was great. The battle scene was amazing. The interaction was great. And like all this unique heroes use their all abilities and whatever. It's there, but I don't know if something like I don't know what it is. Be it the storytelling. Storytelling was fine too. I don't know, but something is missing. I don't know what. Something that makes it. Yeah.
Can I tell you what it is?
What?
Is the fact that Thanos didn't use the stones to its fullest capabilities. I think that's what it is.
Maybe, because
we'll probably get into
that
it.
later.
But basically, I have a problem with Thanos using the stones, in that fact that he didn't properly use it all. But I mean, overall, I thought this movie was good. You see all the characters, right? Literally everyone.
Everybody got something to do, and
Yeah, and then our main boys, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor even had something a little bit to do. Even Hulk had a little bit storyline going on. Everyone else had a little bit of plot, but not enough to overshadow everyone, but just enough to be like, oh, okay, so they got stuff to do.
That's right. Yeah. They were there for a reason. And
yes, exactly. And we got to see all different characters interact with each other, right? Like Thor interacting with the Guardians, Doctor Strange and Iron Man interacting together.
Yeah, by the way, that Doctor Strange, full support capability was just awesome.
This is why I like this movie, because we got to see Doctor Strange doing some
cool stuff.
Yeah, cool magic shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
during the 1v1 with Thanos, that was whew.
Yeah, I just wish we got to see more of that.
See?
Yeah. I don't mind. I actually like Doctor Strange, the character. It's just that I want to see him do magical shit. He's the master.
Because here's the thing. The thing is, I got a feeling Doctor Strange kind of overpower everybody else just due to the stuff that he can do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, if we give him more stuff, it'll overshadow everybody else. And it'll be like, why not just throw Doctor Strange there and finish everything?
I think that's the problem with the MCU and how it's going.
Yeah.
Is because everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like, oh, why not have Doctor Strange? Oh, he's busy. Why not have Iron Man? Oh, he's busy. Like, you have to have an excuse for why these characters don't show up in other characters' movies.
And the thing is, right now the roster and the power level are so, what do you call it? So diverse.
Yeah.
And the power level, for example, Black Panther is completely different to, let's just say Hulk and whatever. You can see clearly, Spider-Man compared to Thor, you can see the difference in power level. So you can't have them, fight on an equal ground against a strong enemy. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, and the thing is, I don't know if it's a good thing or the bad thing about this whole franchise is they keep the heroes alive.
What do you mean?
Because so far the whole, before the snap, of course.
Yeah.
everybody is alive regardless of like, you know, so that means it's hard to balance the area because the cast just keeps growing and growing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's hard to make one stood out more than the other without overshadowing and whatnot, even though there's a clear, you know, tier list, so to speak.
So this is why the way Marvel did it was correct in the sense that each of these heroes had their own solo movies first. So we already know what they can do. We already seen their stories. We don't need to see more than what we saw in Infinity War.
That's right.
That was the perfect amount of screen time for
everyone.
Yes. Right? Versus like DC, who just shoves all the characters in one movie right away.
Expect us to know everything.
Yeah. We're just kind of like, huh? Why do we need to care about these characters?
Yeah.
We don't have enough time with them, right?
True.
But that's the one thing Marvel did right.
Right.
And
they're willing to take the time and show the hero.
They're not here to build. They're not here to get quick cash. They're here to build a franchise and make millions and billions more.
Make the universe.
Yeah, exactly. And now Marvel is building a freaking amusement park with all the Marvel characters. And everyone's gonna go in there.
Definitely, why not?
Yeah,
it's a huge franchise that everybody watch.
Yeah, like I want to eat Captain America ice cream. I want to go into Iron Man flying car adventure ride.
Whatever it is. Yeah. Because each heroes have their own fan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's some.
One day, you and I will go to Disneyland and get Hulk hats.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, or like a T-shirt that says Team Shield or something. I don't know. Team Captain America.
Team Iron Man.
You know they'll have one of those shirts.
Yeah. Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So overall, I like the movie.
I do too.
I enjoyed it. Bring out my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this movie because there's a lot of characters, I decided to split it into like 3 groups.
Okay.
So we have Thanos and his children. We have the team that went to space.
Right.
And the team that stayed on Earth.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. So let's start off with the space team because that's the one where they interact with Thanos first.
Right.
So the space team consisted of what? Thor,
Iron Man,
Spider-Man,
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Some of them. Nebula.
Yeah.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Drax and Mantis.
Right.
Yeah. So those characters.
Right.
So I thought that the space team had good chemistry.
Right. Yeah.
We can kind of see
the mixture. Yes.
Yeah. Doctor Strange and Iron Man similarities.
Yeah, similarities and all the ego. Blasting at each other. Yeah.
Not only that, but Star-Lord and Iron Man. A little bit similarities too.
What do you mean? They're completely.
No, but they're
clashing in a way.
They're both leaders with the game plan. But it's just that Star-Lord's better at it.
Because he's used to leading people, right?
Yeah,
well, let's just say for Stark, more used to like
doing his own thing,
moving. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which makes sense because he always saw Captain America as the team of the Avengers,
right?
Or the team captain, or team leader. So but all these characters interacting with each other was pretty cool. So what did you think? So
the one thing I found really cool is that, funny is that when both Iron Man and Star-Lord was interacting, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about planning or whatever, how Stark was pretty much just going like, okay, here's the logical plan. We gotta do it this way, and we do it this way, all right? And they were just like, duh. Plan, we lost it at plan. Just go in gun blazing. I'm like, I thought that was good. But it works, ish.
Well, that's because Star-Lord thought of a plan.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I don't know what the plan was really. just isolate Thanos, I guess, and then just slowly capture him. I don't know. But so we got to see Doctor Strange as his strongest.
Yeah.
We got to see a new Spider-Man suit.
That's right.
Which was based off the comics of the Iron Spider.
Right. Which reminds me of Doc Ock.
Yeah, which is kind of similar to the comics. I'm not talking about Doc Ock. That's a whole. That's a whole different. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. So, anyways, the Iron Spider in the comics though is a different color scheme.
Oh.
It was more of the red and gold.
Red and gold? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So, but this one is kind of like Spider-Man. Yeah, but it was just gold highlights on it. And then we got to see a new Iron Man suit, which looked really cool.
Looks really sick. Yeah.
The nanotechnology.
The nanotech.
Yeah. Guardians look the same.
They don't have any new arsenal either, so.
No, yeah. And that was about it for...
Team Space, I guess.
Yeah.
But I really like Iron Man armor as it get whittled out every time he got hit, and you have to change like from one part to make another part, and just like as he get whittled down, he have to like make do with off armor, get sword, off legs, now guns. Like I thought that was really sick. That was really
cool.
Well thought. Yeah.
And you remember that part where Thanos took Stark's helmet and ripped it off, and he just
go back. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. How nanotech. He just needed some time to just recover the armor. Maybe.
Does it recover, like regenerate, or he just used the part from other part? For example, when he probably he took it from his back to make a.
That I don't know.
Because that's what it seemed like to me.
It might have been like.
Or he have like a certain like amount of stock of nanomachine that he could keep using.
That's what I'm thinking, like a reserve kind of thing.
Yeah, but
like
then when it runs out, that's why he keeps.
Yeah,
he's flaking off, right? Yeah. So.
It might be because like the armor's losing its energy too, right? He's taking a lot of damage from Thanos.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanos just just throwing everything at him.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the storyline and interactions with the space team, like their journey?
Because at first I went like, huh? Mm-hmm. Like when Stark went to the space again, because there was the moment where he was very afraid of that, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, like he was afraid that pushing Nuke all up to the space and not being able to come back, right? There was a thing, and this time he just went there and he kind of like
he got over it.
Yeah, and he tried to put Spider-Man back to the Earth, right?
Yeah.
Because like he probably think that he doesn't want Spider-Man exposed to the same kind of fear and stuff, right? Danger, I guess. So yeah, that part of like Iron Man like caring a lot to Spider-Man is actually really, really awesome.
Well, because he thinks of Spider-Man as his protege, his apprentice.
It makes sense, but the thing is like it's Tony Stark. As much as he says those kind of stuff, we kind of still think like he's still gonna like him like gonna be like it's gonna be his thing first, right? But in this one, he's kind of like, what the? No, you go back. What are you like? I'm trying to protect you here, kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, seeing that side of him, just like the kid back in Iron Man 2, I think, or was it Iron Man 3, the one where when he was
in the garage.
Yeah,
that's Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that was like the part that kind of makes you like, oh, I guess he never lost that part of him, and he carries over up even in this part. So I was like,
that's his character growth.
Yeah,
it would be weird for him to lose that, especially when we saw that in Homecoming.
I know, but the thing is like it happens a lot, right? Kind of like people grow and they just kind of like lose that one part and just. But then the fact that how consistent it is
because Marvel
cares.
Not cares, but I think that it's because they hire writers who know what's going on in the series. Not only that, but they have a overarching boss who oversees everything. So it makes sense, or it should anyways, right? Because characters that revert back to their previous
bad habits are
not bad habits. More, I would say it's more like bad writing.
As you mean like reverting, like just completely erase that. Okay, yeah, you've developed something, and the next movie you're like, nope, you're gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like Thor using his lightning powers, and then the next movie he's just
hammer it. You don't know how to use it anymore.
So it's just bad writing. I think.
I see.
Yeah. Let's go to the Earth team, which consists of Captain America, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Panther, Hulk, War Machine, Falcon,
everybody
else. Bucky. Yeah, Thor, Groot, and Rocket. I know there's a lot of characters there, but honestly, most of them didn't really get that much screen time.
Yeah, they were there to be like, an ace in the army kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought the Earth teams was kind of weird in the sense that they're just like, hey, we need to go here, recruit this guy. Okay, now we go here, recruit this guy.
For me, I'm kind of okay with that in the sense that they kind of know there's a big danger coming and they're trying to gather as much force as possible, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to like the most reliable places they can go to. For me, the one part that I kind of went like, about the whole thing was like when the invasion started, right? First there was like this monster trying to, and they go like even to got themselves cut open and like stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then they suddenly burrowed on the ground like, what? Why did you just do that from the beginning?
Maybe that's their secret technology. I don't know.
Like, what will make those monsters just, I don't know, dig down? I guess the barrier didn't go all the way down. That's kind of like an oversight. So then people can always just dig through bottom and then what?
See, I thought that what they should have done was have that go from behind them.
And
then attack from behind, right? Because if all their armies are focused on the front of the shield, then Thanos can go from behind and flank them from behind.
No, because that's what they're trying to prevent, right?
Yeah, exactly. But these aliens aren't that dumb because they have a commander on the site. The Children of Thanos.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't think, I don't know, like that barrier thing was the one that kind of made me find the whole, what do you call it? The whole whether the aliens are smart or whatever. That's kind of like besides the point because they're supposed to be the mooks anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's like sending out like war dogs, just like shit tons of them against people with guns.
Yeah.
They will win, but when they're out of ammo or like they got overrun, that's when they got destroyed. Which is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Until Thor showed up.
Yeah.
So I kind of see like the tactic will work, but yeah, the shield thing just kind of makes me go like, Wakanda only protect the surface? Like they have a lot of stuff underground too, right? We've seen it in Black Panther movie, right?
Yeah.
There was like this whole section about like
that's for vibranium mining though.
Yeah, but then that's the thing. Like the shield only protect the top part, and I'm like, does that mean?
Well, they don't expect someone to just dig on the ground there.
Why wouldn't they?
Who would do that? Would you?
Well, that's the thing. Like for me, I would imagine like the barrier would go all the way through.
Yeah.
Clearly it didn't. So you know.
Maybe in the next one they'll see the whole barrier covering the entire Wakanda.
Maybe.
We expect
like a huge egg. That's what I'm thinking. Like a huge egg. Yeah.
Right? And then when going gets tough, they just rocket out of there.
Yeah, that would be
lift the
cool.
entire continent of Wakanda and be like, peace.
I wouldn't be surprised. Vibranium, bro. If they start saying that, I'll be like, oh, you know.
I guess.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Thor. I like how they show Thor as super OP in this one.
Yeah, as he should be. He's a god.
Yeah, because on a couple of occasions he kind of got his ass handed to him quite often.
Yeah.
At least in Ragnarok, it kind of shows that. I don't know. I kind of forget how strong Thor can be.
Oh yeah.
Either he's just never been portrayed as strong or something, but in this one you clearly see that he's really strong.
Oh yeah, especially after he got the Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably can relate to Thor the most.
How so?
He's the prince and god of thunder.
We're gonna cut that part. Anyway.
I just realized, like, oh yeah, he is a prince and a god of thunder. That's exactly what Bosch
Yeah,
is.
but I don't run on vengeance.
Yet.
I was gonna say yet.
Yeah.
You finished my sentence. All right.
So yeah, I actually like this characterization of Thor more than I did in Ragnarok, because Ragnarok he's a little bit jokey.
Yeah, he's kind of goofy and whatnot.
But here he's more like
dark. Well, I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah, but
he's dark. I don't know. For me, he felt like, especially
he's hopeful, but he lost hope. If that makes sense. Like he's hopeful that he's like
he almost turned like an anti-hero almost because he's he lost everything in a sense. Like he's a man with nothing to lose.
Yeah.
That's like the making of an anti-hero. That's or like a very dark hero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he wasn't gonna like destroy Captain America to get to Thanos.
Yet.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying, because I think he's pretty close. Like, because the only thing, like, the whole movie, his only goal was to get a weapon to kill Thanos.
Yeah.
That's it. If for some reason Captain America, let's just say, prevented him from doing that, I'm pretty sure Thor would kick his ass. Like, no question.
Maybe? I don't know. I don't see it happening though.
I don't know. For me, like the whole time, it just feels like he's just pure anger and vengeance, and he's tried to, how do I say this? Like kind of like, I wouldn't say divert his attention to it, but like for me, what it feels like the whole time, he's just trying out there to find a way to kill Thanos, whatever it takes. Yeah. Even sacrificing himself, almost, right? I like that part.
Well, his journey isn't complete yet because Thanos wins in the end. So his journey actually continues in Endgame, which I enjoy watching too.
But are we gonna talk about Loki and how he died like a
chump?
Yeah.
And how Heimdall died like a chump?
For Heimdall, I'm kind of like
he did one thing. He did
one
thing
thing good and died. So I'm like, my question is like, why Hulk? Why not?
Maybe he was the
Hulk
closest
and Thor together.
Maybe because Thor was too far away. I don't know.
I think like when Hulk got sent, Thor was like right over there. So it's just like he was like on the ground, and like 2 steps away was Hulk got chucked away at the speed of light. I don't know.
Maybe because Asgardians don't believe in running away because they're based off the Vikings, right? Vikings don't run away. I really don't know.
Okay, well I can't argue with that, so because I don't know anything about Vikings.
Yeah.
Other than that, their helms are fakes. Anyway, it's like,
and then Loki died like a chump.
Yeah.
He didn't even get anything. He didn't even do anything cool. He just died.
He did one thing.
What was that?
The blade thing.
That wasn't cool.
I thought it was cool.
Well, he got stopped by Thanos. So
no. Don't go that far. Just when he go forming the blade, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Stop. No more. After that, I was like, eh.
Actually, I thought the cool moment for me, for Loki, was when he was just like, yeah, I'm going to switch sides to Thanos. I'm the Prince of Asgard. He's like, oh, I'm the Prince of Asgard. And he looks at his brother. He's like, the sun will shine on us again. Like, I was like, oh, that was cool. He changed his character.
Well, for me, the part that I like when he actually says Odin's son.
Yeah.
I was like...
he realizes that.
Because he did, and when he said Prince, still I'm like, oh, not King. Yeah. He didn't say the King of Asgard. He says like Prince of Asgard, Loki, Odin's son. I'm like, and the King of the Titans, right? Was the Giants? No, the King of the Giants.
The rightful heir to the Giants or something.
Right. Yeah. And I was like, oh.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
then he died. I'm like,
He was building up this cool moment and then he died. Yeah. I would have loved to.
Because I think that's a good. For me, I thought that was the way he died kind of go like, eh. But his death, on the other hand, was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Because that's a good way to burn someone's vengeance.
I guess.
Because if it's like Loki and Thor relationships be like up and down, right?
Yeah.
They get along really well, or they suddenly just like trying to kill one another, and then they would get back hand to hand, just work together again, and this time it's like they're trying to hold hand to hand, and Loki got killed. So they're at their closest moment in their life, and then Loki got killed.
Yeah, that happens every time though.
What do you mean?
In Thor 1, right when Loki was gonna change sides, he dies. Thor 2, right when Loki was gonna change sides, he dies.
But that was trickery, right? It was like and this one he died like a
I guess. I just wish I wanted to see Loki interact with other Marvel characters.
Well,
I mean, we kind of saw it.
Because everybody still hate him.
Right? Yeah, but it's been 7 years since that event.
Well, do you think that matters? Yes. This guy still tried to... he did once try to reconquer the Earth, unless he redeemed himself somehow.
Look, if Hulk and Loki can get along, I don't see why he can't get along with everyone else. Captain America is a very forgiving guy.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Captain America might be forgiven. I don't know. Would he...
He would. I think he would.
Well, the thing's I think Loki... Well, the thing is I think Captain America's the gullible. Loki would trick the hell out of him. You see what I'm saying? He's too trusting. I think Loki would mess around with him way too much. And I think it's
That's the fun of it, though.
I know, but then that's an extra something that's just... I don't think we really need to explore.
Well, it'll be a fun gag.
Yeah.
It'll be good comedic scenes.
Yeah, but too much of those and we've seen what happened, right?
Well, I guess.
We just go it gets dry after a while, you know?
Yeah, all those funny moments with Thor in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
And then this is my fourth time watching it. I'm just like, I mean, I guess if you keep hearing the same joke over and over again, it dies.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Or maybe it wasn't as funny as I
thought it was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, Vision. Why? Okay, so why did they make him one of the strongest Avengers pre-upgrade Thor, and then make him die like a chump in this one?
Well, because the thing is, they probably don't want to make him too strong.
He should be strong, though.
Well, if he's too strong and could fight Thanos toe to toe, then we don't have all these cool characters doing cool stuff, right? Just leave it to Viz.
Yeah, then why have him fight in so many fight scenes then?
Just trying to show that he's... He got stabbed. Oh, I got stabbed. I can't phase anymore.
Yeah.
What? And then do you still have those, the mass changing things,
he never
getting heavy and whatever. He never use it. He just limps and walk around.
Yeah.
Okay, got stabbed again. Oh, I can't phase anymore. Okay, shoot your beam then. He doesn't even do that either.
No, he does.
Once.
And then he gets reflected back at him.
And just by one of the mooks.
Yeah.
Well,
not really.
Well, not really mooks, I guess. Those mooks kind of kick people's ass. So.
Yeah.
What's it called? Children of Thanos?
Children of Thanos, yeah.
But they're pretty cool, though.
They're cool.
Oh, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, exactly. But Vision, man, he's supposed to do shit. He's supposed to do cool shit. The only cool thing that happened was when his stone got plucked out of his face. And then he became grayscale.
The coolest part when he died.
Yeah, well, because I like that, the visual of it. He loses all his color, the color's faded, and he's there's a hole in his head.
Yeah. Though the things that I was confused was that, so the whole time, Vision was in Wakanda trying to get the stone removed without turning him off?
Yeah.
By doing that, would it make him still as strong? No, right? He won't have the ability
I think he probably wouldn't have the laser beam, but I think he was still have...
just the laser. He could still phase and do stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think that was the whole point of it.
I see.
I'm not sure how.
Yeah, well, it never happened anyway.
Yeah, so that whole plot point was stupid.
Yeah.
Why have these characters? I guess because they want to give Shuri something to do.
But she's gonna get recasted though.
And that's
gag.
that was the excuse, right? They could have one of the Black Order people or Children of Thanos killed Shuri and then get her recasted. See, what she should have done was look at her suit and been like, next time, baby. She's
gonna get recasted too. Oh no.
See, but like, oh man, I wish Vision.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's. I don't know. Yeah.
Scarlet Witch did cool shit.
Yeah, a lot of kind of.
Yeah.
Well, she did a lot of stuff, but
yeah, she did a lot of stuff. Black Panther did cool shit.
What did he do?
He gathered his army.
Yeah, the army part is cool, but for me, that's not the Black Panther. That's what's his name?
King T'Challa.
T'Challa, there you go. Yeah. I was supposed to say the T'Challa. Yeah.
They're two different characters.
T'Challa. Okay. I just see them as because that's him as a king, right? Being able to
rally
gather all the tribes, even the one that was kind of like against him.
Yeah.
Once more, I thought that was just him, his vessel as a king, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But he himself as a Black Panther, I don't think he did much other than get beaten up.
He does more in Endgame, but we got to see a little bit of Black Panther action in this one. And then War Machine got to do stuff.
Yeah, War Machine do some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
actually.
he threw bombs at the entrance, and then he was like blasting Thanos with all his weapons.
Yeah, and then he did like do this like I don't know if you guys know, but the heavy arms Gundam, like full burst. He was like open up all his arsenal and just start shooting like mad stuff. I thought that was the first time I thought War Machine looks cool.
You also thought he was cool in Civil War.
What did he do?
When Ant-Man was throwing the truck at him, and then he just blasted that truck into
All right.
See, a War Machine is growing on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what War Machine is. He's a war machine. He's supposed to blow shit up.
Yeah, but he only blows shit up recently. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been doing that in the beginning.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but that's because they didn't give him enough screen time.
Probably.
Yeah. What else? But even Bucky got to do stuff. He went around shooting aliens.
Yeah, that's he did. Was it what? An M16? Just go da 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 da. If normal guns work, why do? Wait, hold up. You said this too. Why don't they give him like one of the Wakandan's weapon? Why? Probably because he didn't know how to use it, so he don't have mastery over it.
I think it's because this. Wakanda is black. He's white.
Hey, he's the White Wolf. Okay. He got the tribe's name already.
Yeah, but honestly, I really don't know.
Yeah.
It was probably just because Bucky's iconic with the gun. It wouldn't make sense for him to have Wakandan spear.
Well, maybe not Wakandan spear, Wakandan guns or something, you know?
I don't know.
Or what does so he got this really cool vibranium arm.
Why doesn't he use it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Go bionic arm or something, I don't know.
Exactly. What's the point of having a metal arm if it's not
if he's gonna pull a trigger? You could do it with just any arms.
You can do it with one arm.
Just go left-handed. Yeah.
Yeah. Despite the fact that this movie is good and enjoyable and really fun, there is a little bit of
bit here and there.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Hulk. Hulk had a storyline. This one, he lost to Thanos
like badly. He just got beaten. Yeah. He lost power to power. He lost in battle technique. He clearly lost just completely.
Yeah, and then now Hulk became scared and didn't want to come out anymore, which I thought was like a cool concept.
Yeah.
And originally, in the initial drafts of the script, he was supposed to burst out of that armor and as Hulk. However, they changed that last minute, which is why you can kind of see at the end where Bruce Banner was in the Hulk Buster armor. The CGI was kind of off because they just quickly redid that scene. I think originally it was supposed to be him as a Hulk there. Yeah. But then you can see he looked really out of place there. Yeah. Even for Marvel standards.
Yeah. So, I actually did notice that. It was like when you mentioned it like that, I'm like, I guess, yeah.
I think that's why some of the CGI scenes with him in the Hulk armor suit, it was kind of off. So that's why I think they used him close up. You know, like how they did that UI thing, interfacing thing. Anyways, so his story arc is just to continue in Endgame as well. Right. Supposedly. But I'll talk about that when we get to Endgame.
Okay.
But for now, I like where the direction of Hulk is going.
Yeah. I agree too.
Yeah, we're starting to see
now you can see that Hulk has emotion too, right? Well, we kind of see it in Ragnarok too, but now they're showing like more of the spectrum of the.
It's not just different levels of anger.
Not just anger. He's also feeling like sadness and fear, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Fear makes you stronger.
Supposedly. You know what a wise man once said to me?
What?
Is that anger leads to hate and hate leads to suffering.
No. Hate is power.
Maybe we'll get to that one day.
Yeah. I'll be the dark side, won't I?
What else? Captain America. I thought he was pretty damn sexy with that beard.
I don't know. I think I like him like clean shaved.
Well, that's the American standard. Right?
American standard.
Yeah, but because like when you're gruffy with the beard, you're kind of like the bad boy.
Well, sure, but that's I don't know. That's just kind of I don't know. For me, like.
And actually, this one, Captain America has a bit of an attitude, right? He's like, I don't need your permission, or is it? I forgot.
If you're in our way, we'll fight you too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for me, I thought that was really cool. Like I'm cool with that. It's just that I don't know. Probably the hair's a bit too long. If the hair was a bit shorter with that beard, I think that would be cool. But I think that will match Thor a bit too much.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because they want to show him that they're on the run for a while. Yeah. So he's kind of.
Well, for someone who's been on the run for a while, he looks really well kept.
I mean, he can groom himself. It's not like it's.
Well, then cut them all off. That's what I'm saying.
It's a new style.
So hold up, Black Widow. Why the hair change? Just in season kind of thing, or?
Well, have you noticed that in every movie, she has a new hairstyle or different hairstyle?
What do you mean by hairstyle?
Like she changed it up for like in Iron Man 2, she had like the curly hair,
the curly short, right?
Yeah, that's
that's the
staple comic look. And then the next time she showed up, she had short hair but non-curly.
Straight, yeah,
straight hair, and then it just changes every time. And then in this one, she's just completely blonde.
Yeah.
So, what they did was, with the new Black Widow movie that came out not too long ago, I think last month or something like that. At the time
of recording.
Yeah, as of recording. They showed a scene where she picked up hair dye that was blonde to explain why she dyed her hair blonde, because she just felt like it. I don't know why they need to explain that. It could have just been like, oh, she has a new hairstyle. Cool.
Probably because I asked.
Yeah, it's for people like you who are just
exactly.
Like, why the hair's changed? I don't know. Why the Captain America grew his beard out? I don't know. So apparently, from what I can remember, now that I just remembered, is that for the actors, they have a little bit of creative freedom with how they want to style their hair. Yeah. So I think that might have been it too. As long as it doesn't impede the characterization. Right. Like Iron Man can't shave his beard.
Of course, because that's his
iconic
look,
thing.
Yeah.
Like Steve Rogers can't dye his hair blue. He's like he's supposed to be like the blonde haired, blue eyed guy. Yeah. But other than that, I think they have like creative freedom. Right? Like he can grow the beard out and he can grow his hair a little bit longer because he's on the run. That makes sense in the story.
I see.
Yeah. So I guess in Black Widow's case, she just wanted to dye her.
Felt like it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
Like case rested.
Yeah. I think that's it for everyone on Team Earth. Like that matters. Now we'll go to Thanos and the Black Order, aka Children. So here's the thing.
Let's start with the children first.
Okay. So they're known as Children of Thanos, but in the comics they're known as Black Order.
Do you have any inclination why did they change that?
No idea why.
I see.
And they didn't even give them names in this movie.
Were they supposed to have names?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the tall female.
Okay.
It's supposed to be Proximita Midnight.
Ooh. Okay.
The ninja-looking one, the assassin one, is supposed to be called Corvus Glaive.
Oh, okay.
Ebony Maw is the
psychokinetic.
Yeah, Squidward-looking guy.
But they say Maw.
They give it name. And then the big hulking guy.
Yeah.
His name is Black Dwarf.
Did he die?
He dies. Yeah.
From what?
From Hulkbuster. So he gets shot up into the shield and then it explodes. Right. So all these names are actually based off of what was it called, like space stuff.
Yes, because I heard you said Corvus right earlier.
Yeah. And
then Maw is also
yeah, they're all based off of sciencey space stuff. So that makes sense. They're from space. They're aliens. It's a cool nickname, right? They're Black Order. But
well, probably there's a reason. Well, I mean, I kind of can tell why they wouldn't name them.
Because they're
too many names already.
Too many names, right? But also like they didn't really do much or didn't seem that menacing.
Well, I don't know. I think they were pretty menacing. At least from my point of view.
Really?
Because like in the beginning, well, sorry Viz, but
oh yeah,
Vision got beat up hard.
Right. But then, like, 2 scenes later, they got their ass whipped by 3 Avengers who are not even powered.
What do you mean not even powered?
Black Widow, Falcon, and...
Black Widow got her usual stuff, right?
Yeah, but she's not a superhuman. Falcon's not a superhuman.
She never is a superhuman, but she's been, like, fighting on the same level as everybody else who got super enhancement, which is why I always ask, what the hell's the deal with... We've been through this, that's why I didn't want to bring it up.
Okay there, Seinfeld. What's the deal with Black Widow?
So, but, like, there's Captain America, which is...
He makes sense.
Yeah.
He makes sense.
And who's the other one?
Falcon.
Falcon.
Kinda makes sense, I guess, because he can fly.
Because he got his equipment and whatnot, so... well, for that part, but the thing's like, if there's anything for me, like the part that I kind of find them a bit sad is the way they die.
Oh yeah,
they all just died like
chunks.
They got like one hit and boom.
Yeah.
Because when they were fighting, they were strong. You could see how capable they are, right? Yeah. Like the psychokinetic guy, like Maw was like, he was like overpowering Doctor Strange. He was doing all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, oh cool, and then he just go poof, frozen into space and smashed. I'm like,
Yeah.
That was the end?
Exactly.
Oh shit. And then there's this other one too. They just go poof to like smoke of blue puff. I'm like, that's it?
Yeah. Okay, so here's my nitpick for all this. Yeah. Black Dwarf, the big guy.
Yeah.
He didn't even get to do any big guy stuff. He didn't even get to see him smash nothing.
I think he did. Like when he was fighting, when he was in the New York, right?
He even smashing it. He got smashed by Spider-Man and the cars.
Yeah, but then he was like, grabbing people, slamming them to the ground and stuff like that, right? I thought he...
No, I want to see him pick up like Hulk style, like pick up a giant rock and go Gamma Crush.
I don't know. I think that's... I don't know. For me, I think he does fine. Like because his weapon is clearly not just...
Well, his weapon is like a hammer claw kind of thing.
Yeah, but the thing is like it's clearly not just a brute weapon, right?
Yeah.
It's not just something like a slab of rock that they just smash on something. It's a weapon with some certain amount of finesse, and that shows that he's not just strong, but he's also intelligent, right?
Yeah.
And with the way he was like this unique weapon he used, he kind of like overpowered Iron Man and Spider-Man too, right?
Yeah.
Even though they attacked him and whatever. I thought that was fine. Like that part was menacing because he kind of like keep them at bay. Like the two Avengers, well, at least at that time Spider-Man was an Avenger yet, but whatever.
Yeah.
You get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think when they were fighting, like the first time they was introduced, they were like scary. Like, ooh, these guys are a threat. Like I can see it. And like, but then when they died, they just died like in a blue puff, and I'm like, that's the part I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch just lift the girl up and then poof. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
Okay, can I say one thing though?
Go ahead.
Is that okay? So the comic book versions are actually stronger than what they are.
Really?
So Ebony Maw
Yeah.
has the same powers, but it also has another power.
Which is?
The power of persuasion.
Is it like hypnosis kind of thing? Like.
Kind of. So he's able to just whisper in your ear and just be like, I want you to do this. And then they just follow his orders. It's not even like a superpower. It's just something that he can do.
Yeah.
So in the comic books, he actually can kind of mind control Doctor Strange.
Really?
Yeah.
Overpowered. Even wow.
Yeah. So he was able to whisper to Doctor Strange, like, hey, Doctor Strange, I want you to open a portal to some Shumagaroth, which is like a interdimensional space alien.
Right.
Or not space alien, like a demon.
Yeah.
And then Doctor Strange just did it. And then they were distracted by a giant demon and fighting in New York.
Right.
They're able to just gather the stones and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right? And then Corvus Glaive.
Yeah.
Now this one pissed me off.
Okay.
Because he actually had a really cool ability in the comics.
Which is
he can't die.
The assassin guy, right?
Yeah. So every time you try to kill him, he always comes back. And the only way...
Sorry, in what way though? Does he just like, got stabbed in the heart and then his heart just regenerates and he comes back up?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Like Wolverine kind of...
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Wow.
So the only way he can die is if you break his staff, because he's linked to the staff.
Ah, wow, that's sick.
Yeah, exactly. And then
and he just died like a chump.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight, they're supposed to be a couple. They're married.
Oh.
So I thought that would have been a cool dynamic to see, husband and wife fighting together. Not only that, but Corvus Glaive is willing to sacrifice himself and then just comes back and is like, well, you can't fucking kill me.
Yeah.
But they don't do any of that. In fact, they just shoot him. They might as well just shoot a gun in his head and be like, "Oh, you're done."
Yeah, no. With the way they die, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they had such a cool setting. So does that mean like for each one of them who died, was it like a huge group of people fighting them, or?
That I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
Right? Because they're actually a fairly new concept in the comic books.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're not even that old in the comics. Yeah, they haven't been around for that long.
I see. But their original character in the comic does connect to Thanos, right?
Yeah, are connected to Thanos, yes, indeed. But they're not called Children of Thanos.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, it's just disappointment.
Yeah, for me, I didn't know that, and I thought that were pretty cool. Just the disappointing part was the death.
Yeah.
Now that you tell me that thing, I'm like, well, really?
They could have done a lot of cool stuff with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of understand why they won't dwell on it, because in the end, they're just like, bad guy of the day kind of thing, right?
Maybe.
At the end of the day, they need to die. Why expend time on unnecessary screen time? You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah, I kind of see where it is, and I think they were fine-ish. I just don't like the way they die. Yeah. I've said this like 4 times already.
It says it's really disappointing.
Yeah, I do. I find them like they were pretty cool too.
Like Ebony, for especially Ebony Maw. Like he's supposed to be like Thanos' like scientist, smart guy.
He does appear that way, and he shows how strong he is.
For
I
sure.
still can't accept the way he does.
Yeah, he's the right hand man of Thanos.
Yeah,
and he's like,
just
what can you do? Yeah, he's like, the kid watched movies. Boosh, open the door and he just flies out like nothing. He couldn't use his telekinetic power.
Exactly, just like close the thing.
Yeah,
doesn't work on me. And stuff like that.
Oh well, moving on.
Moving on. Now it's ranting.
Yeah, okay, now we go to of course, the main character, the protagonist of the movie, Thanos.
Because that's just how we feel about it. He's the main character.
Right. So what do you think of his journey, his balance?
I just like the way he fights.
Okay.
Because I like his battle scene are just like amazing. Because I don't know how to say this. Like, it's hard to portray someone smart fighting. Unless you go to like, you have to explain the detail. Oh yeah, they could see like the enemy vital points right over here. Like, like those kind of stuff. Like the cheap ass manga. Like, so if they hit this vital points, the enemy will be paralyzed. Like, it's more word than action. Yeah. But in this whole movie, Thanos just does it by action. No words action. For example, like the first time with Hulk, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fist to fist. He dodged, he boxed him to the ground. Literally. Dodge all, hit him in the back. It was just that was all technique.
Yeah, see, the thing about that fight that I really liked is as soon as he's broke Hulk's guard, the first thing he did was punch the throat. Yeah. I thought that was really
he was just like, boom, and then I'll just go, that's right, fish, now you're mine. And then the other one that really blew my mind was when he dropped the meteor. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was so brilliant. Like when I saw that, what is he gonna do? He's gonna drop the moon? No, better. I'm like, he just flaked the moon and dropped meteors! I was like...
What you did then? Drop the whole entire moon on them?
That was what I was thinking. And then he just teleport, peace out, boys. But that would finish the game.
But he still needs the time stone.
Oh, right. Well, it would survive. I don't know. Either or. I thought he would do that. I was like, and then he's like, nope, just meteors. And that was awesome enough. That was so cool.
Oh, can I say one thing about the Thanos though? Is I didn't like how they didn't show us how he got the Power Stone.
Where was the Power Stone?
It was kept on Xandar. The Nova people?
Right.
Right. It was kept with them in the security box or whatever.
Right.
And then the movie starts with them already having the Power Stone. I would love to see Thanos do cool shit on Xandar and destroying...
I see, without the power of the stone, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Decimating that planet.
Yeah.
And then we could have seen Black Order stuff do cool shit too on there.
Yeah, because the thing is like for at least my prediction of what that had happened is just he sent crap tons of army just swarm the area because those Xandar people aren't that strong. they're pretty weak. And then they just got swarmed and he just walk in, pick it up with his finger, plug it in, moving on. Yeah. I can see that happening. So
I know you are on the side of Thanos and that everything needs to be balanced and needs to be killed.
I agree with the balance. I like the idea of balance.
Yeah.
Because that's just kind of like my way of living. I've been trying to follow that my whole life, but of course,
so that means you need to get rid of half your stuff.
That's what I mean. Like most of this half of my stuff is like excess, as you can see. I'm grabbing my stomach right now in case nobody can see it. Yeah.
I want you to wear a crop top because that's the only half shirt.
I could, but it'll attract too many attention, unwanted ones.
Okay, so
Yes.
and his motivation here obviously is to balance the earth because he's seen what it could done, the overpopulation.
Yeah.
He's a survivor of his planet that's
Yeah.
suffered through
Yeah.
overpopulation. So
Honestly, I think the objective can come off as very simple.
is it too simple?
Well, because he simplifies everything, right?
Yeah.
To a point of 1 + 1 = 2 kind of thing, right? Overpopulation, people don't have enough food, they war and kill each other, and that cause everything. Which I agree. Like, yeah, it is. Like, I passionately believe so. Like, greeds and whatever is also a part of this whole bloody mess happening, right? Just and then everybody go boom. Yeah, I think with more stuff to go around, there's less thing, to fight about. I mean, well, I have enough for me, you have enough for you, and yeah, why robbing one another kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
So some of the people at this time were nitpicking that, well, if Thanos had the power to just do whatever he wanted in the universe, why not just double the resources?
Why not just double the resource? Because I can tell you one thing. One thing exactly this.
What's that?
Because human greeds are limitless.
It's not just that, but in terms
Because here's
of
the thing, Alex. Human population goes up
exponentially.
exponentially.
There you go. That's what I was going to say. You see, you can double the resources, yes, but it doesn't.
But the next moment, that double won't be enough.
Yeah.
So instead of adding, cutting it off will prolong the thing better.
Yeah. So he would have to like double the resources like every.
You have to snap it every time.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna start making a single, just snapping his finger.
But the thing is, like after we seen the effects of snapping his fingers, he like half his body was all charred and decimated. Even the glove was destroyed.
But the question is, was the glove necessary, or was it just a placeholder for the stone?
I think it was like a energy containment was able to maintain that power. Because we've seen what happened with the Power Stone. It just destroyed
whoever's holding it.
Yeah.
Right? So again, who's the special one? Is it the glove or is it Thanos?
I think it's a little bit of both. Because when Ronan, he put in his hammer, he was able to control it. So he needs to put in an object. Not only that, but to be able to use all 6 stones at once,
it has to be a strong enough container.
Yeah.
And strong enough bearer. I see.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I see. That makes sense.
That's how I see it, anyways.
Yeah.
So in the comics, Thanos' motivation for destroying half the life in all the universe wasn't because he wanted to balance the universe. It was because he was doing it for death. He was obsessed with death, and he wanted to like.
Sorry, is death an entity or just a concept?
Entity.
Oh, okay.
And a bit of concept. Like the concept of death.
Yeah.
Like I think he killed a lizard or something. He saw it dying, and he just fell in love with that moment.
I can.
Yeah.
Go on.
You were like, oh. So and then he became fascinated with death, and he started experimenting on his own people. Right, he became a scientist and experimented on his own people.
Is that why he's the Mad Giant or something?
Mad Titan. Yeah. He was experimenting on them, exploring the concept of death, and then he saw death personified.
So he met death.
So he met death, and then death was like, hey, and then he like fell in love with her.
Yeah.
But then she never responded back to him.
Yeah.
So then he thought, okay, well maybe if I kill half of the universe, she would come to me. So then he gets the Infinity Stones, kills half the universe, and she still doesn't respond to him.
So there's still another half. You could kill that one too.
Right? Because in the comics, he's actually insecure. Like he's insecure that he's not good enough for death. He's not good enough to wield the glove. All these things, right? Like everything he's doing, maybe it was all wrong and stuff, which is why they're able to defeat him.
Right.
That's how I think it works in the comics.
I see.
But here, he was like very.
He's determined.
He's determined.
He has a clear goal, and he
has great convictions.
Yeah, and he's willing to sacrifice too. That's because this, at least in this characterization, I think it portrays a more likable character in the movie, at least.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say that I can't relate to the guy in the comic. I totally see why he would do those kind of stuff. I get it. Yeah. I understand, but it doesn't make a good villain almost.
He's too comic booky. If that makes sense. He's like really hammed up villain.
Yeah.
But here he's more sympathetic. He's not really a villain.
He's not a villain. He's the main character. It's like he's the protagonist.
Yeah, he's not really a bad.
It feels like that. Villain. Like this whole movie is just about him.
He's an anti-villain in this movie.
I'm not.
So an anti-villain is someone who does the right thing, but in a very perverted way. So like Light from Death Note is an anti-villain.
Okay.
He wants to create a world of peace and prosperity by killing all the criminals.
What's the difference between an anti-villain and an anti-hero?
An anti-hero is a hero that does stuff for himself, I guess.
Would it be a hero?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I guess we gotta look that up.
Yeah, but I remember reading what anti-villain was.
Right.
Yes, and that's what it said. Is just someone who's doing the right thing, but just in a very extreme and dangerous way.
Because I thought an anti-hero was that, in a sense that a hero that willing to sacrifice or do any deeds possible to see one's justice kind of thing.
I think that's an anti-villain. Anti-hero maybe is a bad guy who's willing to do the right thing.
Isn't that the anti-villain? I don't know. Yeah, sure.
No,
I don't know. I might be confused. That's what I'm trying to say.
The anti-villain is a good guy who's doing the wrong thing.
Okay.
The anti-hero is a bad guy who's doing the right thing. That's how I see it. I think that's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Simplified.
Yeah. All right. Let's roll with that.
Like Venom is an anti-hero. He's a guy who eats people and eats criminals, but at the end of the day, he still helps out Spider-Man to protect the city of New York.
Did he? I never knew. I never watched the movie, so.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Like eating criminals is not exactly a very good guy thing to do, but
well, I mean, somebody's got to eat to live, so.
Yeah, but he's still protecting the city and the greater good.
I see. All right.
Supposedly, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm just mixing up.
Because for me, I only know that Venom is a villain. That's it. He's just a bad guy. I never knew that he's a.
Yeah. Anyways,
that was far off.
What were we talking about again?
Thanos
doing what?
Being a hero. Anti-villain or something.
Yeah. So for me, how can I say this?
Yeah.
I preferred if they kind of mix the two together. Because here's my theory.
Yeah.
When we were talking about Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Because when Hela, the goddess of death, appeared, I thought, oh shit, maybe that's
death.
That's their version of death, and Thanos was gonna do things for her because she wants death. She wants to conquer.
But she died already though, so.
Yeah, but then when she died at the end of the movie, I was like, oh okay, my theory was off. So I thought they're gonna make it so that they're lovers, and then Thanos wants to impress her by.
Yeah, but she's already dead, so what's the point of doing it? That would be.
No, at the time when they said Hela was gonna be in the film, I was like, that's how they're gonna do it. But then they said they went for a different direction.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, you said that if they go like half and half, right? I kind of like I don't know, because I think the way he is right now is perfect, because he does love something or someone.
Yeah.
Which is Gamora.
Yeah, his daughter.
Yeah, and the love is genuine, right? He felt broken, he felt sad, but it's a sacrifice necessary, right?
Yes.
And he's doing it with tears and everything, and I'm like, wow. Because he's not doing it like, he's like doing it like very...
Reluctantly.
Yeah, reluctantly. He really don't want to do it, but it's for the sake of the greater good, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Damn.
I just like the idea of Thanos being in love with death. The concept of death, the entity of death. I think that makes him crazy.
But he's not crazy in this one.
He is crazy.
He's super rational.
He's crazy in the fact that he wanted to kill half his planet.
But it's not crazy. It's rational. It's for the greater good.
But who would suggest such a thing? Only a mad titan would.
That's because you don't see it the way he does see it. It makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, hell yes.
So we have people are worrying about overpopulation, climate change, all that stuff. You would have no problem just killing. Why not just kill people on the streets then? Just randomly start stabbing people.
If I'm on the newspaper.
Thanos maybe do it.
For Thanos. Just go.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But that's the thing. Like, what you said, why don't you just kill people off the street, right? The thing is, like, I can't be like Thanos in a sense that it's a very non-prejudice and, it's just very the rich, the weak, the strong, the whatever, without any bias would just get... Right? For me, I can't. I'm a being of bias and prejudice.
So divide the city in half, set up bombs on one half.
That's the thing, like, I would split it in half in a very unfair way. A certain kind of people will die more than the other ones.
Okay, hear me out.
Racist fuck.
Set up the bomb all over the city, and then just randomly pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo, boom.
Here's the thing. Again, when I do that, I would say, oh, this building is taller than the other one. This will kill more, or something like that. I can't. I'm a being of bias. I just can't do it. Not that I don't want to do it. I mean,
if we get arrested, this is why we're getting arrested. This is how we get caught, Bosh. We're telling our plans on the internet.
That's right. But I'm pretty surprised that I could snap that loud.
It might be the room, is it? Echoey.
Maybe.
So going into now the Infinity Stones.
Yep.
Because they're pretty important characters to the story.
By the way, we didn't talk about Spider-Man. I don't feel too good.
Oh.
Not that I have anything I want to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything to talk about that? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, not really. I guess he just didn't feel too well.
Yeah. I know people say, is that an iconic scene? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Apparently it's improv. I don't know.
I mean, neither or. Because for me, like if there's anything, it feels like... Because I think I saw it somewhere. It says that, because they hug before the dude disappear, right?
Yeah.
It kind of like, what do you call it? A call out to when back in Spider-Man Homecoming. Mm-hmm. Where Tony just trying to grab the door and open, and Spider-Man thought it was like hugging. It's like, we're not there yet. But now that they hug, they're kind of like, okay, they're there now, kind of thing. But I don't know. Might be just stretch of...
You'll see it get paid off in Endgame as well.
I've watched Endgame, didn't I? But I don't recall anything.
That's good. The less you recall, the better the movie will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually don't have any memory at all.
Good.
Of Endgame. That's weird.
Perfect.
Did I fall asleep throughout the whole movie?
No, you were there.
Right? I was there, right?
You were there.
Yeah.
You said that when the ending happened, you were just like, you didn't get it. Why is everyone crying?
Yeah. What a psycho.
Now what I'm gonna say about Thanos.
Oh, psycho. All right.
Yeah, the psycho.
That's where we're going.
Because I want him to be that crazy, psychotic, you don't know what he's gonna do, kind of guy. Why does every villain that we see now has to be sympathetic? Has to have a backstory.
Who's everyone?
There's a Disney thing. Thanos, Cruella, fucking any other villains out there.
Cruella sympathetic?
Yeah, they made her sympathetic.
They made her? There's a new Cruella?
There's a Cruella prequel. Live action prequel. And they made her a sympathetic character.
I mean, I'd want that black and white spot mantle too.
Why can't she just be some crazy lady who just wants to kill dogs for a fur coat?
It's in her name, Cruella.
Yeah. And then... Thanos can be just some crazy guy who's obsessed with death.
No. Well, I mean, but then the whole thing would have to change. He can't be in love with two things at once. It'll diminish the effect of another. Especially when he's psychopath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they can change how you get the Soul Stone.
How?
I don't know how they got the Soul Stone in the Marvel comics.
You just gotta you gotta sacrifice 10,000 people. Easy. You just start
maybe that
throwing people off a cliff left and right.
Yeah, maybe that was they can
the original one.
Yeah, they can say he killed all those people on Gamora's planet because he wanted the souls to sacrifice for the Soul Stone, and that's why she wants to get revenge on him.
And then this is
I don't know. Anyways,
okay, that's a what if.
Yeah, changing too many things. Okay, anyways, moving on to the Infinity Stones. Okay, so let's quickly go over what we have: reality, power, space, mind,
and
time.
Yeah.
So there's only 5 of them, right?
I thought it was 6.
What's the 6th one? Soul. Did I say soul?
Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Okay, so let's go in the order here. You got it. Okay, power, space, reality,
soul,
time, mind.
Mind, right?
There you go, mind. Okay. Can I just ask you one thing that I've been asking you since the beginning of time?
Sure.
What the fuck does the Soul Stone do? He didn't fucking use it for anything.
I don't even know what it does.
That's what I say. The stones are MacGuffins. They're just important plot devices.
Well, but in this one, at least he used it for a lot of stuff.
Not the Soul Stone.
I don't know what it does.
Yeah, what the fuck does it do? We don't know. There's a See, it would have made sense if when he snapped.
Because here's the thing. Again, you said it's a MacGuffin. It is, because the rest of the movie, those stones are just batteries. But it was never been explained how it's used properly, other than Power Stone, right? Power Stone allows you to use extraordinary power at the cost of something, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have enough vessel to hold it, it'll incinerate you and whatever. Yeah. Cool. So that's I think, and Time Stone, right? That's the one that would that was really established, right?
Yeah, Time Stone made sense.
Reality Stone was never been anything other than blood sucking elf, whatever, something.
Yeah.
That didn't really make sense. What else is there? Space Stone, Tesseract is a battery.
Yeah, it's a battery.
That shoot lasers.
Yeah. They all shoot lasers. Mind Stone. What's the Mind Stone do?
Mind Stone shoots lasers.
The Power Stones shoots a laser beam too, for whatever reason.
Well, but again, like, at least the Power Stone, it can shoot laser, among other things. That's what it is. At least it could show other things. And
you might as well just have all of them shoot laser beams.
Yeah, just like, beep, beep, beep. Ultraman style.
Yeah, Ultraman style. Just
like a rainbow color.
Yeah, pentacolor beam.
Beam.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so our nitpick for this...
But he kind of used a combination of it throughout the fights. As a fighting tools, he kind of used like Space Stone, Power Stone, and then he also used like Time Stones to do... Well, I think he used it once, right? For that crucial moment.
Yeah.
I thought he used it. It's just some of the stones are less clear than the other.
Right, but he used the Space Stone correctly.
Yeah,
teleport
everywhere. Places everywhere he wants to. Yeah,
but then
and he used it in the battle too.
Yeah, he did.
So,
but then, like, say for the Reality Stone, he could have just warped everyone's mind with the Reality Stone. He could have just put them in a Mangekyo illusion.
I don't know what Reality Stone does because it flips the backgrounds every time. Does the background change color, change things? Does it just change the background, or is it actually changing the reality of stuff? Is it an illusion stuff? Did the reality change?
I'm sure he can with the... See, the idea of the Infinity Stones is they're powerful on its own. Mm-hmm. But when combined with two or more...
It's insane.
You can just manipulate
reality,
the matter of the universe itself, right? Mm-hmm. So with the idea of Power Stone and, say, Mind Stone, you can connect to everybody's minds at once. Mm-hmm. Right, that makes it.
So what the Power Stone is like empowering the rest of the stones.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's important. Power Stone makes sense for it to be a battery.
Yeah. So Power Stone combined with time, you could like just go insane and go back to the beginning of time, kind of thing.
Yeah, like Space Stone, you can just teleport everywhere, right? Yeah. But with the power in Space Stone, you can teleport literally anywhere,
everything and everywhere. You can move a whole planet somewhere.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? The thing is like the reason why it doesn't, as you can see. The power balance is broken when you use it to do...
That's what it's supposed to be. He's already a god with two stones.
With one, nothing can beat him.
Yeah.
And then he's like... Even with nothing, he beat Hulk hand to hand. I don't think anybody else can touch him.
Exactly. That's why he's the most feared warlord in the universe.
Yeah. Well, when he got the stone and he abused the hell out of it too. Yeah. Why the hell would you just snap it? Just kill everybody with your hand. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. See, this is why we have a nitpick then. Because he didn't use the stones to its full capabilities.
Yeah, but earlier you also said that it's something about like his point of view or his character change after the Soul Stone or whatever.
Okay, so that's a fan theory. I don't really buy it though. Mm-hmm. So when he got the Soul Stone, it made him more empathetic to all the lives on Earth, which is why
just on Earth
or in the universe, which is why he becomes less aggressive, and he's more fighting to survive than fighting to kill.
But he still killed half of the universe though. Yeah,
but he wasn't like he didn't outright kill Tony Stark or Captain America when he had a chance.
True.
Right? He didn't kill War Machine.
Anybody, really.
Yeah, he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
He could have killed War Machine. Like he would, like, you can see him getting crushed, but then he just tossed him aside. Yeah. You can see Black Widow getting crushed by rocks, but she didn't get,
she just got buried.
Yeah.
Just like beautifully enveloped.
Yeah. And then Captain America, he was holding Thanos' glove, and then Thanos just like whoosh, punched him in the face, and that was it.
Face that was crushing him too.
Yeah, exactly. The only person he outright killed, I would say, was Vision, but he needed to take the stone out.
But he's a robot anyway. You can't kill what's already dead.
Robot lives matter, Bosch.
Not yet. We don't have law against it, so...
Yeah, so I feel like they definitely underpowered the stones. See,
because I see why. I can see it. If you make it that powerful, it kind of defeat the purpose of the snap. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. The snap is supposed to be
the world changing.
Yeah, world changing event. And then
because it's the whole universe that got thing, right? Yeah.
And then Ebony Maw said in the beginning, like no one has ever wielded two or even one, like fully wield one, and Thanos had two.
Yeah. He's the strongest being.
See, how I would have dne it is that every time he used a stone, it drains his life force away. So there's a cost to using these stones. Therefore, he shouldn't be using it so often.
But how do you portray that?
Get his arm charred, make him more haggard,
make his body crack.
Yes, exactly. Because we see it at the end when he snaps.
Yeah.
right? Half of his body's charred. His glove is fucked up.
But
it's like melted onto his arm. He can't remove it.
But what I'm saying is that like, isn't that just because of the what do you call it? The drawback of the snap? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're using just like in tandem of like, let's just say using 4 instead of like 5 or 6, or instead of using 6, it might not be that crazy, but using all 6 might be the, I don't know, the real thing. I don't know. I don't even know why the glove break.
I think the glove is there just to like control its power. Maybe if he didn't have the 6, the glove with the 6 stones,
he can't even use it.
He probably would just died or disintegrate.
I see.
Right, like was it when the person used the power stone and she just grabbed it, she just got disintegrated.
Right.
It's kind of like that with the stones. Like if you try to use all their powers at once, you just implode.
I see.
I see, like,
yeah, because that's the thing. Like for me, I understand because like, as you can see, just having without the stone, he could literally kill everybody 1-on-1.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the stones, he could get stronger. Yeah, but like the thing is, like I don't think because like if he abused it, there's just no way to win. Even without him abusing it, nobody can win already.
That's why I'm saying each time he uses a stone, it drains his life force away. So he should be more
careful about it. Yeah, but if the thing is like if he does that at the end, then he has to die. On the snap, he has to die if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why he's Thanos. He's able to survive it.
But he's been using his life every time he fight, right? Yeah. If he snap and he's still alive, it kind of makes you go like, well, what's the point of?
Because he's that strong. Because even he looked confused when after he snapped. He was like, what? And then I need to get out of here. Because the writers or whatever said, I forget who, writers or directors, anyways.
Yeah.
When he snapped, he snapped.
Even he didn't know what's gonna happen.
He didn't know it was gonna happen, right? So after he snapped and he survived, he's like, holy shit! What the fuck, right? Because he was expecting
him to die too.
Exactly, indiscriminately, as he said, half of life.
Even him.
He didn't choose to survive. He let whatever.
He just happened to survive.
Right, but I just wish. See, okay, that's my 2 nitpicks for this movie. The Children of Thanos, Black Order could have done more. Credit. And then the stones could have been better.
For me, I understand with the stones. The stones, I have the thing too, but I don't know. For me, like the power balance would be so messed up that I think
that's why the stones are so.
I know. Yeah. That's why, like, I think this portrayal is okay-ish. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't disrupt with the power balance too much.
Okay. I just remember a nitpick I had.
What?
So remember when they were able to control Thanos for that moment, and they were trying to take off his glove in space? Why didn't they just chop his arm off? Why did he struggle to just try to rip that thing off?
Well, for me, like, why does Star-Lord fucking bitch slap the dude? Like, what's the point?
Because that's his hubris or whatever. That's a character flaw.
Shoot him in the head. Why slap him? Shoot him in the head.
Because he must have known what happened to Gamora first.
He knows. He
knew afterwards.
I don't know. For me, it looks like he knows. That's why he was like, You did not bitch slap. Bah, 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 bah. Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. That part, I kind of went like, I get it that it's a character flaw. It's a kind of thing that, but I just like, so why do you have that much trouble pulling the trigger?
So
I guess that's very human of him.
You thought but then how would Thanos survive that? Like the blast wasn't strong enough to kill him? Because you want to show Thanos winning at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Right? So what? He blasts him in the face and then he goes, not good enough, and then...
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's what it is. Like, because I don't think and just kind of one shot would do anything. He'd probably be like, I don't know, probably like bleeding from the forehead a little bit, but like...
Actually, I would have changed that scene a little bit.
How so?
So when Peter was about to shoot him in the face, Thanos snaps out of it, puts on the glove, but you don't see it, right? So he puts on the glove, and then Peter shoots. It bubbles.
No, I think that was done way too many times. I don't know what's the obsession with the Thanos and bubbles, but it's like, what happened? Did you never play bubbles when you were younger, child?
He loves bubbles.
Yeah.
So I think that would be cool.
But I like the boyfriend test though. When when Thanos made Peter trying to shoot Gamora.
He's like, I like this guy.
Do it. And it was like, shoots the bubble out. Okay. pass the test. Okay.
when you meet your girlfriend's dad for the first time.
Probably. You're like, try shooting her. Oh no.
Yeah. So we actually, this is quite a bit of a rambling.
Yeah.
So moving on now.
Right.
Overall, did you think this movie passed the test of time?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah, it still holds up pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is because it is very concise. It shows the whole journey, Thanos' journey.
Yes.
From the beginning till the end goal, right?
Oh yeah, I would agree. I think it holds up. I enjoy it. I very much. The whole point of the MCU is because of this moment. This moment, yes. So this is a highly recommend. You do not skip. You have to watch this because that's the payoff.
Yeah, definitely. This is what it all builds up to.
This is the payoff part 1.
Yeah.
There's another payoff.
Part 2.
Yeah, but this is excellent. The way it ended.
Yeah.
The way it started.
Yeah.
The middle. Yeah.
And the middle, there's some part that's go like
Yeah.
But the beginning, I thought it was great because it just continues off straight off where it ended off last time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're watching a marathon, you go like, you don't have to piece anything together. Like, whoa, you just go straight. They just smiling. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Whoop, everybody's on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. All the fight scenes, all the action sequences.
It was great too. Yeah. So.
Okay, so final mark.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I got like a private complaint when I do this. I said, why would you give this 7? I'm like, it's my thing. Shut up. Go away.
Oh no! Don't tell me you give it a 5.
Oh no. I like this one. So I was thinking like 7.5 or 8. Maybe 8. I would give it an 8.
I would agree. I think this is like 8.25. I think.
All right.
What do you mean? It's slightly stronger than 8, but I don't think it's.
No. We don't need this thing again. We've done this last time.
But essentially, that's what I mean. It's 8.5.
I'll give it an 8. 8 is good.
Because
8 is superb, actually.
Actually, because the thing about this movie is I felt like the weight of the consequences. Like I felt the gravity of the.
Right. The decision that he made.
Yeah, exactly. Like it felt like a proper loss for the Avengers, if that makes sense.
And Thanos.
Thanos won. Yeah, so it's a clear victory for Thanos and a clear loss for the Avengers. Now Avengers are lost, they don't know what to do. Thanos disappeared on an unknown planet. How the hell are they going to find him?
We don't even know if that's Earth, for that matter.
It's not even Earth. He teleported to a different planet.
Yeah. It's like,
so it's like all confused. We don't know how Tony's going to get back home. Right? There's
a lot of questions. Yeah. There's some clear points, but there's still mysteries left behind.
Exactly.
It's a clear mystery too. It's not like,
Yeah, it's not like, this is going to happen. No, like, we don't know what's going to happen. So I actually like this.
Yeah, this is very well made.
All right, so what do we usually? Oh, final. Was that any last remarks? Conclusions?
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, so I highly recommend this movie.
Definitely watch it.
Yeah. Okay, that's about it. I would say.
All right, I think this one's pretty long. But
we'll see.
Yeah.
You can just close us off, Bosch.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is Boschka.
This is Alex.
And we're Fool's Odyssey. And this is episode 45. And we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.